Hello, my name is Aaron Hope, and today we'll be discussing my infographic on nuclear power. The goal of this infographic was to educate individuals on the impact that nuclear energy has on reducing carbon emissions. First, we'll consider the layout of my infographic. For most of the body, as you can see, I opted for two columns to split the text and allow me to use more blank space. My primary focal point was the bar graph and introductory blurb. Readers spend most of their time in this top left section, and I took advantage of this fact to effectively emphasize my most important points and my most important data. Next, I used the pie charts as subordinate focal points, and they also conveniently broke up the text. I ended with some data representation seen down here that broke away from the more typical bar and pie charts. I wanted to end with these because I believe they best illustrate the effects that nuclear energy has in reducing carbon emissions. Breaking away from discussion on layout, I also used color coordination and a few Gestalt principles in my design. As you can see, I used green as a recurring theme to emphasize the positive environmental impacts of nuclear energy. Additionally, I went with lime green to kind of play into public perception on nuclear energy with its sort of glowing contrast with the black background here. As you can see in the pie charts, I used the same color schemes for all three, and I matched each individual color with its energy source so that a viewer looking at the infographic could quickly assess for themselves relative values for, say, nuclear energy between countries. Furthermore, I used blue and orange to compare the United States and France. The United States and France were the two countries I primarily focused on for the majority of this infographic, and as such I chose complementary colors as they would be pictured together quite often, as you can see in this infographic, this portion of the infographic here, down here, and in the bar chart as well, and so I kept that constant throughout the infographic. Additionally, I tried to encourage a continuous flow of information in my infographic. Particularly, I alternated the pie charts on their sides, and I felt that this sort of created a driving effect for a reader or viewer as they went through the infographic. I also stuck with standards of left-hand alignment throughout, as well as using the occasional icon to provide a little extra space and some closure. Finally, I'd like to discuss the similarity and anomaly I used in creating my alternative data representations. As I discussed previously, by sticking with my color scheme of orange and blue, the viewer was able to effectively digest the information presented. As you can see here, we can compare the United States and France with the United States and France with the United States and France. And I felt that this constancy of color coordination allowed a viewer to more readily accept the information I offered. Again, my name's Aaron Hope, and I'd like to thank you for watching.